Hello everyone. I'm not exactly a professional at YouTube, and this is the first time I've made a vacuum video, I guess. But I've been into hand vacs ever since my mom bought me my first Dirt Devil back somewhere in the 90s, 95 or 96 when I was a little kid. Anyways, my name's Justin, and I recently acquired this beautiful, absolutely beautiful Stark M570. It is essentially a Stark private label branded Royal M5000. Same specs, same everything, same bag. It just doesn't have the Royal logo on it. But I really like this nice heavy bag, and this is in absolutely immaculate condition. The previous owner took very, very good care of it. It is missing that small color matched rubber piece at the top there, but other than that, no nicks in the cord. Bag is in really, really, really good shape. It says bottom on the bottom. But this was made in 1996. This is probably one of the latest Royals I've been able to find. It's kind of worn, but you can see model 570 and B96A for the manufacturing code. It is a 1-point-amp machine. I replaced the brush roll with a very nice one. I was lucky enough to acquire a replacement fan for this particular Royal. So I replaced that since the one I received with the vacuum had a small chip in it. But I went through this, took apart the entire motor housing, cleaned it up, polished it up. I replaced these two screws on, well, not screws, two nuts on the back of the housing that hold it in place, the 1032 nuts, with stainless steel open-ended cap screws. I put it's not tape, it's basically the half of a laminating pouch that I put over the original label to seal it, and I plan on doing the same thing with the manufacturer's specification label before it gets worn off any more than it already has. Oh, what else? But oiled everything. There is a sleeve bearing with wool packing at the back of the housing and one at the front of the housing. So you literally have to take off the handle, pull out all the two screws that hold it here. There's another screw under the handle in order to get the entire housing off. But once you do that and remove the two nuts holding the back housing on, you can take it apart. It's kind of a pain in the butt with the whole procedure with taking you literally have to remove the brushes in order to pull the commutator and motor core out in order to access or oil the front bearing, or to even have access to the fan to change that or maintenance it, whatever. But bearings are oiled, should last a fair amount of time. I don't plan on using this every single day because it is too beautiful to destroy, but I definitely enjoyed this little thing so far. But first and foremost, I am very, very impressed with the overall power of this machine. The suction is unbelievable, and it moves a impressive amount of airflow compared to the Dirt Devil machines that Royal replaced these 501 Metal Hand Vacs with. Or sorry, not 501 style. This is essentially just one variant of the Royal prints. But yeah, one thing I did notice with these, in toying around with it, the belt goes on the opposite direction than in a Dirt Devil. In the Dirt Devil, normally you want a, I guess, left-hand twist, I think. And with this one, you want a right-hand twist since the motor spins the opposite direction. So the belt, I had to have the belt pop off 2 times before I was like, let's try it the other way. It stays on this way, so apparently I got something right with that. But now it's working. Just listen, it's quiet. That's what I love about these vacuums, they're quiet. I'm not sure if you guys can hear that or not through the microphone in my cell phone, but this has an impressive amount of suction, much more than I would experience with any Dirt Devil. Even the later 3 amp machines don't have this much suction or move anywhere near as much airflow as this machine. But in comparison to, I just happen to have one of these laying over here, comparison to the original Dirt Devil fan, the fan on the Royal Metal Hand Vacs moves a lot more air. For comparison, this is the plastic fan I removed from the M570 Hand Vac because of the small chip it had in here. It probably would have been okay, but I bought a replacement fan when I stumbled across it looking for other parts for my Royal Prince, and I snapped it up because you're not going to get these anymore. But in comparison, let me get my phone, here we go. The vanes, or whatever you want to call it, paddles on it, or I'm blanking on the correct term, they're wider, and yeah, but diameter wise it is about the same size, but with the little 1.8 amp motor, it moves more air than any 3 amp Dirt Devil that I have ever worked with, and I've had a lot of Dirt Devils over the years. Anyways, I haven't even vacuumed anything with this yet, so I was going to share the experience with my fellow collectors out there on YouTube and vacuum enthusiasts. I have a couple of genuine Royal bags for this little vacuum. I like to put the seam at the top so it doesn't blow out on the bottom of the bag if the seam does break. Just a precaution. That looks good to me. Here, let's hear how it sounds with the bag on. There's a paper bag in here, and then I have the cloth bag on top of that. Pull your hand towards it a little bit. What I seriously love about this vacuum is that it's literally no louder than your standard household hair dryer. Maybe on the medium or low setting, it's not even as high pitched as a hair dryer on the high setting, really. as far as my ears tell me. But that's what I love about these old vacuums. It has more of a low-pitched hum than anything made nowadays, like Dysons or all the bagless machines with cyclones and ridiculously fast 20, 30, 40,000 RPM motors that sound like jet engines taking off with the high-pitched, ear-splitting whine. It drives me bonkers. Yeah, they have some pretty good suction, but I'm very, very partial to the bag-style machines as opposed to bagless. It's easy enough to pull the bag off and toss it out, instead of screwing out with canisters, filters, and friggin' clean out the silly cyclone cones. Anyways, let's vacuum for you guys. Hell, this will be the first time I have vacuumed anything with this little Stark M507 branded Royal M5000. So let's try it out. Very pleasantly quiet machine. Like, I can talk over this vacuum. It is not a very intrusive motor. It doesn't make that ear-splitting whine, and it's not loud. It's quiet, and then the bag acts as a muffler. I already vacuumed this carpet yesterday, or the day before, so unfortunately there's not exactly a whole lot for me to pick up with this thing. But I like this vacuum. I am quite lucky to have had the chance to procure this. I'm not going to mention the eBay seller because I'm not sure if they want me to share that information or not. But nonetheless, I feel quite privileged to own a Royal or a Stark branded Royal vacuum cleaner, considering the relative rarity of these, being a private label or basically a private label Royal machine. And I'm especially happy this is my newest Metal Hand Vac, technically being manufactured in February of 1996. I have two other Royal Metal Hand Vacs, both Royal Prince 501s, one from 1989 and another from 92 that I am currently refurbishing, and I just got the bags washed on those today, along with this fellow. But this bag is absolutely immaculate. It had some dirt stains on the bottom of it, but those all came out with some Persil and a gentle scrub brush in the tub. But I love this. I love the print on it. It's basically the same fabric that they used on the big Royals. And inside here it is micro-lined, just like the big boy vacuums. So this is definitely an upgrade from the Royal Prince bags that did not have this nice felt like micro lining inside the bag. I've got some new gasket material on the way from McMaster Carr. Should be here tomorrow. But the gasket on this one is still in pretty damn good shape. The owner took very, very good care of this vacuum. Alright, well YouTube, thank you for watching my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Again, I am no professional at this YouTube thing, and I just felt like sharing my recent acquirement of this Stark branded M570 Royal Metal Hand Vac. I think this one may have found its forever home. This is a very, very welcome addition to my humble collection. I'm impressed. I am definitely impressed with this little vacuum. Alright guys, happy vacuuming. Take care.